I'm a sound artist, instrument builder, maker, educator and music producer. I'm based in Donegal and work out of a studio in Gweedore. Here I have the tools and space to make all sorts of things. While the production of sound is generally the end goal of all of my work, the means of getting to that point are varied and incorporate design, craft, electronics, digital fabrication and writing code. When making work that the public are going to interact with, I like to make systems that can be used to create music by people other than myself. By doing so, the public become active collaborators with me and each other. I've been commissioned by Science Gallery Dublin to make an interactive sound installation for their touring exhibition Plastic. Here's an installation I made for the first leg of the tour in Wexford called Polycetaceae or Plastic Whale. The theme of the piece was collaboratively produced during a co-design session a couple of months before the exhibition opened, where Wexford residents identified concerns about the impact of plastic on local marine life. For the next stage of the tour, opening in August in the Regional Cultural Centre in Letterkenny, County Donegal, I'm taking a very different approach. This is partly due to the chaos that COVID-19 has caused with plans of all sorts, and partly because I want to try something different. Right now I'm designing an electronic audio system that plays back sound recordings when distance sensors detect someone walking past them. The plan is to have around 50 speakers and 50 sensors, each playing back a recording of a musical instrument or noise made entirely of plastic. Plastic in its various forms surrounds us in our daily lives. In fact, recent research has shown that microplastics exist within our bodies, as well as practically every other location on Earth. In some ways, the installation I'm creating brings this reality to life through sound, as exhibition visitors will be immersed in a plastic soundscape. While not always an ideal material in instrument building, the sheer variety of its forms and availability make it extremely useful in sound exploration. In much the same way that plastic can take on a multitude of forms, so plastic can be used to make a multitude of sounds. In this project, and your involvement in it, I want you to get hands-on experience of at least two aspects of creative sound. One, to use physical plastic materials to produce sound vibrations, and two, to capture these real-world performances as digital audio, which can be designed, processed and shaped in an obvious parallel with plastic. To demonstrate the malleability of digital audio, I'm going to use Ableton Live to sequence and edit sounds I made with a roll of sellotape. What I want is for you or your group to get hands-on in some instrument building and sound design, and to send me recordings of what you do. I'll show you some best practices for using your smartphone to record sound, and to give details on where to send the audio files. Once I have the audio, I'll arrange it and program the electronics to create a cohesive sound composition that works in a variety of ways depending on how people interact with it. In some ways, this is how computer game music works. As a player moves around the game environment, they trigger different sound events, which will be subtly different each time they play depending on the choices they make. Rather than having a clearly defined start, middle and end, the piece will be non-linear and interactive. By sending me recordings you've made of plastic instruments, in effect you will become co-composers of the music.